Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you already know, I'm going to be reviewing the Moxi Fundaes. And I've been skating on these for the last 2 months, and I must say, first off, these are incredible. Let's talk a little bit about the wheels. The wheels are a 57 by 34 millimeter wide wheel. And so that makes it a smaller wheel compared to the Moxi gummies that come with the stock lollies. And those are 65 by 40 and these are 57 by 34. So that's a pretty big difference compared to wheels. So another pro of this wheel is that since it is smaller, it keeps you lower to the ground. It doesn't take up that much space this way, and it doesn't take up that much space from here to here, which means that your spins, your moves are going to be much tighter than if you had bigger wheels. While bigger wheels are comfier and they allow you to be a little bit more stable, once you're comfortable, these small wheels really give you the kind of spin work that you're looking for when it comes to doing tricks. These are a hybrid wheel. So what does that mean? A hybrid wheel is a wheel that falls in the middle of the scale of the wheel hardness scale. So the wheel hardness scale is from 0 to 103A, if I'm not mistaken. And but mostly when it comes to roller skates, the ones that we tend to see are 78A, which makes it the softest wheel, to 101A, which makes it the hardest wheel for the specific blend, and that's like the urethane poly blend. Again, if I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me in the comments. So these wheels are a 92A, so that's why it makes them hybrid. Hybrid wheels tend to fall between 84A to about a 92A. Then really soft wheels like the Moxi gummies, those are 78A, and they're very gummy, which means they pick up a lot of impact, they grip on the floor, so you tend to go even faster with those kinds of wheels because there's just so much more grip. So these kind of stand alone in the middle, and that's why I at first was a bit hesitant to skate in these, because I had been skating on 96A wheels. And having gone down to 92, I didn't think that I was going to be able to get the same glideability, butteriness. I always talk about butteriness. Butteriness for me just means to be able to just glide across the rink. But honestly, these really proved me wrong in so many different ways. So these wheels right here, they are, this specific one is the creme de mint. I call them jade, but they're the mint, creme de mint color, and they are sold as $40 for $39.99 for a pack of 4. And these were introduced originally as park skates. So if you're like a vert skater, if you want to go to the skate park, these are specifically made for that. And as many of you know, I'm not an aggressive / park skater, therefore trying these again, I was still a little bit like, ooh, I don't know if they're gonna work for me, but hey, you never know until you try, right? So these are also made in the US, which means that you're gonna get a higher quality materials. A lot of things that are made in the US tend to be really high quality, and Estrogen, who owns the Moxi brand, really spent a lot of time creating this specific type of blend, and therefore I would say I trust what she says when these are high quality materials. And honestly, it really has proven itself to be that way. So let's move on to the pros. The pros of this wheel, I would say, they're smaller, therefore makes spinning so much easier. Love the ability to spin. They're a hybrid wheel, so that means I can go from indoor to outdoor. That means if I'm at the skating rink and I want to go cruise outside, or if I have the capability of leaving the skating rink with my skates on, I can go cruise outside and get home just fine in these. These are basically an all-terrain wheel that allows you to enjoy yourself indoor and outdoor. Another pros are resilient. I used to skate with these at the track for fitness, and because they're smaller, I definitely worked my ass off. However, I will say that for aesthetic reasons, I was afraid that these would get somewhat, how do you say, like dented or cut in or shredded, and these have not. These have not, as you can see. Okay, on to the cons. I have two cons. I will say that because these are for park skating, these have rounded edges. So you can see right here, let me get my pen. These have rounded edges. Usually for an indoor skater, you have just specifically square. So basically they would go from here to here and not have this roundness. So because these are round, when I'm spinning, I definitely feel like I kind of go out a little bit. And that is due to when you're at the skate park and you're coming back down from going vert or dropping in, this roundness right here allows you to maneuver much quickly and much swiftly out from the bowls when you're dropping in. Whereas when you're skating specifically on a flat, straight surface like this, having this roundness right here, as you can see, you can't really skate on these edges. You can't, and spinning, a lot of spin work is on edges. So if you have a roundness here, if you have the roundness right here, you're unable to balance effectively on the edges. And another con I would say is not necessarily the pricing, but it is the packaging of the pricing. And while you get four for $39.99, or you can round it up to 40, and then it comes in a couple of other colors. You have a lavender one, a bubblegum one, and a blue one. And while they're sold by 4, and you can mix and match, I do wish there was an option to just be able to get an 8-pack at a little bit of a discounted price, because I don't want to mismatch my wheels. I just want my wheels to come in the 8-pack that they come in. So I took these to the rink and they performed so amazingly. They gripped really well on the wood floor, but I was able to groove, I was able to jam in these. I wasn't sliding like I normally would, but honestly, that's okay. That's just fine. I don't have to slide every time. And I just really enjoyed myself overall at the rink with these. So I mean, that's all really I have for you guys today regarding these wheels. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And I hope that my video today was insightful and informative. And if you like what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.